Okay, I clicked new game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. What a jerk. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. What a tsundere.
I overslept again! But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Senpai.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Senpai, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true! You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. He's such a jerk. I mean, I'm such a jerk. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
She roasted me.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise that you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I can promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I feel like I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it'll be over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Good club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Books? What do I look like reading, Sayori? I want to join the anime club. Get it together. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. That sounds about right.
Come on, please.
Ugh. Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member.
Oh, so you just roping me in?
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning that she has to plan out all of this. She is using me. What is this? What is this? Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? And she's trying to bribe me. Yeah. Ooh. Yes, let's go. Manipulated. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh my gosh. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, the section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
New member? I told you, don't call me a new member. Listen, I don't even gotta say nothing. This senpai is we are linked, senpai. I is you, you is me. I glance around the room. Look at all the. Do they have paper on the chalkboard? On a chair in the closet? What?
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? I'm a boy? Darn. I guess I'm a boy. Alright, fine. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, darn it. One more.
Ah, senpai, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
I'll tell you right now, if I had to pick between these three, this is my girlfriend right here. This is the one I'm going for. I like that ponytail. I like her hair bangs. Girl 3. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. This one she looks too young. She looks too young. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry?
Natsuki.
Oh, her name is Natsuki. Alright, an N name. See, at least it's not all S's. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. I don't even know you. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year, you pipsqueak. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh, you made cupcakes? Alright, I should be nicer to you.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Damn, Sayori! Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Oh wait, can I click my spacebar and it works? Oh, sweet. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Your name is Yuri, huh? We can make a Yuri together, girl.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. A hard time keeping up? You're making hardcore judgments, my dude. Wait, I'm talking to myself. You're making hardcore judgments, my dude. You know what? I guess I'm just judgmental. Alright, that's me. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. Yeah, right.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Monica? Ooh, that's Monica, huh?
Hey, Monica. Hey, you, Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Senpai. Ooh, you remember me, Monica?
Well, of course you do. Monica smiles sweetly. You see that? I'm already risen her up. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, okay. So she's in my class, huh? Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. My next girlfriend. Basically completely out of my league. Whoa, 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 whoa. Senpai, don't think like that. We deserve her. She deserves us. No. Don't think like that. Listen, let's finesse her. We got this. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica.
Come sit down, Senpai. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Monica.
I'll get the cupcakes.
Go ahead.
Hey, I made them, so I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make us some tea as well?
The girls are having a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ah!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were this good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica and I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. It's delicious! I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But that's not for you, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup down in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the teacup tray.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
You talking about yourself, Yuri? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away. Dang, insulted.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Man, these girls are hostile. Not be a bad pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was tricked. I was tricked into joining the literature club. I was afraid of this question. Lie, senpai, lie. You have no conscience? You don't need to be truthful. You're down bad for Monica. Say whatever Monica wants to hear. No, do not tell her you were practically dragged by Sayori. That's the wrong move. We gotta 3D chess this girl. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... Good, lie.
That's okay, don't be embarrassed.
Oh, God, you're a bad liar. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yeah, you could come to my home, Monica.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Oh, she was the one who started this club. And no one would join until Sayori? You don't have friends, Monica? Monica, that can't be true. That can't be true. You need a friend, Monica? I could be your friend, Monica. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Oh, so she is popular? No one in this school likes to read. That's funny. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ooh, she's good at debating. You want to debate some stuff at my house?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. You don't like politics? I feel that.
I would definitely. Look at her. She wants me. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Fair enough. I mean, debate club is literally arguing. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. That's nice.
Monica's really a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Yeah, right? Why aren't there more people in this club? That's weird. It must be hard to start a new club. I guess, right? You could put it that way. What other way would you put it? Not many people are very interested in putting all their effort into start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. What year are we? Nasuki's a first year.
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I mean, they all look like girls who would read books. I feel like Natsuki and Yuri don't have friends. I feel like it wasn't really hard to get them. Sayori, I mean, apparently she was just here? Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Yeah, they're lonely. Of course they want a new member. What does a girl who doesn't read books look like? I don't know. When I come across her, I'll let you know. Purple hair doesn't look like a reader. Oh, really? She doesn't look like she reads? I feel like pink hair girl looks like she reads some like bubblegum pop stuff. Purple hair Yuri looks like she'd read horror novels. Sayori looks like she'd read comics for sure. And then Monica looks like she reads some nonfiction. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Senpai, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, I like to read your number. Considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. It is true. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. No, we're not half joking. We're serious. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. See, I knew it. She looks like she'd be into comics. Or like manga. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. What? She just looks at me then walks away? Weirdo. Not much of a reader, I guess. Nah, I like pictures. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Simp. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Oh, Lord of the Rings girl, huh?
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Definitely a Lord of the Rings kind of girl. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. See? She's a reader, guys. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds more comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I was right! I knew she would like horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I could relate to at a minimum level. Have you heard of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock.
Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Okay.
Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Oh my, I knew it. She looks like a bubblegum pop kind of girl. Cute things. I'm pegging these girls for, like, I know exactly who's who.
What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Oh my god, Sayori, that looks so creepy.
I'm not cute!
No, not pegging like that. I meant like I'm You write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels.
sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzily at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now we have a new member, and I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. New member. New member. Isn't that right, Senpai? I never said I was joining your club. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, but for Monika. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, and I bluntly come forth with what's been on everyone's mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, all y'all gonna stare at me like that? It's like that? Dang, you gonna four-way stare me down? All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Senpai.
Whatever. Let's juke them all. We will get with none of them. I choose a chair. I see a hole in the wall about the right size. I'm gonna go mac on. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. I don't know. Let's grab a chair and a desk and we could fight for our life. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Weak-minded I am. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh, y'all, hey. Oh.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Well, Sayori, if you want to put your arms around me. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. Scare you? You really just came for the cupcakes? I would be super pissed. Then let's make it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once. Senpai, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I thought this was gonna be a reading club. Now I gotta write? So it's literature and poetry. It's a poetry club with literature. I feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Senpai, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Yeah, sure. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Oh, I walk to school with her, but I always walk home alone. Wait, am I a sophomore? Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Yeah, like a weird book report for sure. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. You thinking about all four of them? Listen, senpai. Monika's the one we're going for, right? Sayori's a good backup, and then the other two, we're just gonna chit-chat, alright? We're not serious about the other two. No. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls? Monika! Besides, don't I already know Sayori? How am I gonna grow closer to her? I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ugh, now I have homework. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm actually gonna write poetry? Oh, so it's like a mini game where I write poetry. Otuki, Sayori, and wait, where's Monika? What the heck? Monika's not an option. Okay, let's see. Cry? Lollipop. Okay, Natsuki would like lollipop. Sunny, that's probably Sayori. Atone? Probably Yuri. Ugh. So I can't, what, so can I go for Monika? Or do I have to go for one of these girls? Okay, if I can't get Monika, I'll pick lollipop this time, and then let's pick a sad word. Okay, you wanted a sad word. Oh, see, she jumped up when I picked lollipop. All right, what's a sad word? Rain cloud. Oh, Sayori jumped up for rain cloud. What about pain? Whoa, Sayori jumped up for pain? Wait, the sad words are Sayori? What about lazy? Oh my god, they're all Sayori? Nightgown? Ah, nightgown is Natsuki. Okay. Nightgown? What? Lust. Who's Lust? Ah, Lust is Yuri. We're sitting here for a while. Incapable. Be Yuri. It'd have to be Yuri. Portrait, amazing, kiss. Kiss? Kiss is Sayori. I mean, not Sayori, Natsuki. Doki Doki! I had to pick Doki Doki. Okay. Ooh, anime. Suicide. Crimson's my favorite color. Oh wow. Well, and pink. Alright, we picked through the poems. Hi again, senpai. Oh, we're just at the next day. I don't even have to walk to school. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, senpai. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I wonder who we got the most. I feel like we got Yuri the most. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Yeah, I'm never going for Natsuki. She got an attitude. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going for Natsuki. And last year too. Okay, I'm guessing I'm either a sophomore or a junior. I don't know if you plan on just coming here and hanging out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My girl Monica got my back. She ain't gonna let you talk to me no type of way. Monica said, you talking to my man. Sit your down, alright?
Don't worry, guys. Senpai always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Of them be jealous of girl.
How come? You and Senpai can become good friends too.
Sayori!
Hmm?
Just as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori?
Huh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Okay, we definitely got Yuri. I feel like we got Yuri. This has to be a Yuri choice.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And here we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Did she go to the library yesterday? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I said, lying. I enthusiastically take the book. Still lying.
Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Arrgh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. I was like that in high school. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it from out of my hand. Then it turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer to look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, then you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I can tell you one thing, senpai. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful attire striking in animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Huh? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to hers, signaling for me to sit down. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry? I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space that, while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. I am senpai. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I'd enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot from the beginning, a lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all of their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. Am I gonna get to some romance in this game, Natsuki? That's what I want to know. There are also so many touching parts. Huh, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Wow. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Huh, good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Wow, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. No, it's not. I just happened to be getting into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. That's what I'm saying. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, out of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, this is a new angle. Aw, she looks adorable at this angle. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. Oh, she doesn't have friends. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Oh, why would you bring that up? She doesn't have friends. Could you not rub it in? Oh, I knew it. She doesn't have friends. Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Oh, she does have friends. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait. Which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep up in my own room. I wonder, does she really have friends? I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Your dad would hate if you were reading manga? Why? Except Monaco was kind of a jerk about it. Whoa, she wasn't a jerk about it, Natsuki. You were rude and Bae had to come defend me. Listen. Don't antagonize Bae. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. What are your problems, girl? But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, just enjoy yourself, you tsundere. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Oh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. I don't know, or maybe we got Natsuki from the poem? I actually feel like we're spending way more time with her than we were with Yuri. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast from her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom is a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. It's not like that, Monica, alright? It's not like that. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Yes, leave space for Jesus, Natsuki. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. Ugh, I gotta write poems, I gotta read Yuri's book, I gotta read your manga. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. No! And if it gets banned, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Listen, anime is more important than your parfait girls. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. I guess. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I did indeed. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, a choice. Well, of course, Monica. I should start with Monica. Yeah, start with Bae. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Senpai. Hey, Monica. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Senpai. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Senpai. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Cuter? Oh, it must be more Natsuki-like. Ah! Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Oh, yeah. Okay, so my poem got Natsuki last time. Okay. Alright, so that answers my question. I got more Natsuki words than Yuri words. And she's a good writer, too. Okay. Interesting. So I wonder if I would have read with Yuri if I got more Yuri words. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even be like something written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would probably apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See that direction that sparkle protrudes? A nosy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel behind, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched by a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Don't know what that was about, but sounded cool, sounded deep. So what did you think? Oh, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Do you feel like a hole in the wall, Monica? That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Yeah, because it said hole in the wall. He's peering in and I'm peering out. Like a screen. He's looking the whole wall of infinite choices. Yeah, he's a real poet. It's a guy. Oh. Well, you are more cultured than I. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. You had an epiphany recently? Where you felt like a hole in the wall? It's been influencing my poems a bit. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, look at you. You get more things than I am. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. You're right. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Yeah, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Yeah, I like that. That's my advice for today. That's nice. Thanks for listening. Okay, Monica. Who should I share my poem with next? Well, she said it's something that Suki would like, but I'm going to show it to Sayori next. Hey, Sayori. This is a good poem, Senpai. Are you sure it's your first time? Oh, well, you know. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it so seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Senpai. Deep down, you're really not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this is for other people.
What?
That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. She's the whole reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah! I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you on to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry,
I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright, Sayori's poem. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No? Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's
the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, yeah, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go, Natsuki. Well, she's gonna love this. Okay, well, let's start with the things that I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion, because you like it. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I was writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me a dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, if it's not that great, then let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and you ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr, fine, I guess.
Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well,
because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easier to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Well, yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, just one person left. Yuri. Now. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it.
Roast me, Yuri. Oh, so it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri blushes, her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that there's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Dang, can I read my own poem? Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Yeah, and she becomes the roast master. I mean, jeez. I have feelings, Yuri. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert of roasting. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Oh, you know Natsuki would like this poem. Oh, you don't think Natsuki's a good writer. The shade. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. Oh, she just said I'm a beginner and said Natsuki can't write. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. See, all of the above, man. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Yeah, let me be real critical. Let's see your poem. Let's see your poem. Huh? Let's see, what are you doing here? Let me see this poem. I'm ready to show me this poem. Since you're such a good writer, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, Let me see. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Garbage. Trash. Trash. It seems like you didn't try. I just feel like Ghost Under the Light doesn't make sense as a title. Tendrils just seems like an arbitrary word to put in your poem. I think the ink that you dotted this with looks trash. Cursive is so basic. And yeah, that's how I feel about your poem. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. You do have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, I said, lying. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, because it was trash. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, I said, lying. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Descriptive is true. It wasn't too short. Could have been shorter. I usually write longer poems. Oh, dear God, don't. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Tendrils was mild? Girl. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Senpai. Oh, really? See, I would have understood it if it was a better story. Really? I must have totally missed the point, since it was trash. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. First you said I took a long time to read it. Now I just glanced over it? Oh, okay, Yuri. Oh, okay, Yuri. Okay. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. To me. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive, I said, lying. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of that. You think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I guess that was everyone. Phew. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I felt, I really only felt judged by Yuri. I felt like Monica was super nice. She compared me to another poet. Sayori was happy that I did it and I spent more time on it. And Natsuki had nothing bad to say. I don't know. Yuri was the only hater. I don't know. And it still doesn't make sense. It still didn't make sense. She explained it and I still was like, huh? This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh God. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Oh God. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh?
Did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing.
Natsuki decisively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute?
Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. She is a snob. The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Ah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked that. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Senpai did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Senpai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Ow! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I said. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Senpai actually appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? Then how do you think he appreciated my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Huh? No! I'm not full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cute. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grow a size bigger as soon as Senpai started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls run towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Senpai! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making our poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain to her that, Senpai. Wait, there's a reason we have to make so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Senpai? Well? How did I get dragged into the middle of this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with is probably gonna think more highly of me. This is a choice? Help me, Sayori. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So I instead turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Senpai? Well, that's her problem. It isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I could organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt herself. Wait, what? I would hate to see her get herself hurt? What? That's such a weird thing to say. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Alright, I'm gonna ignore that red flag real quick. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. You know, because Monica's my babe. Such a genuine person, she does really make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I could only get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Senpai, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh, more poems, huh? And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Senpai! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No.
That really is the first time I've seen them fight like that.
I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, that's a jump. I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Senpai, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay!
Yeah, let's do this. You wanted sad, let's go for sad, alright? We're gonna go pain, Death. Hopeless. Shame. Grief. Oh my god, all of these are Sayori. Pout it is, okay. Pout, rain cloud. Oh my god. Sayori is all the sad ones, and all the happy, cute ones is Natsuki, and then I'm guessing like the words that are extra are like Yuri's. Okay. To despise someone? Despise. Oh, despises Yuri. Lazy. Scars. Let's go hurt. Agonizing. Parfait. I just had to because I knew that was her. Massacre. Oh my god. Disorientated. Oh no, now we're going more Yuri. Fear. Unending. Huh, I thought that would have been I thought that for sure would have been Sayori. What about forgive? Ooh. Uncontrollable. Oh, that one goes for Yuri. I don't know, it's a split between Yuri and Sayori for sure. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Senpai.
Yo, Sayori.
Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Probably because I want to be with Monica. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why all of a sudden?
No reason really. I just wanted to look at it.
Huh?
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles through the latch and gets it open. She then turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so I would lend you some. So you have a habit of gaslighting me and using me, Sayori. Okay, I see. See, this is a habit from you. Okay. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves me with the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face was in a book as always.
Huh? I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Senpai to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. Manipulator. Manipulator. Wow. Wow, Sayori. Wow. 4? Yeah, there's 4 hotties, but you know, there's only one that I want to be with, but there's 4 of them. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
What? Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you.
Wait, sorry.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly claps her hands in front of her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
It looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jays. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots off to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the classroom, in the club room. Monica's not here? Ugh. Why isn't Bae here? Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Wait, Monica's late? Why is Monica late?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
Haha, I wouldn't be surprised. I know you guys are not insinuating that my girlfriend has a boyfriend because she's my girlfriend. At least soon she will be.
She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Oh my god, Yuri. Speak for yourself.
That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. I'm always worried about you, Bae. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all.
No, she does not have a boyfriend.
You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Tell them, Monica. Tell them. Monica quizzically glances at me. Why are you glancing at me, Monica?
Never mind that.
What held you up anyway?
My last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though.
You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica.
She looks like someone who would play piano. Yep. You look like someone who played piano. You got the strings of my heart, Monica.
I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something like that for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Senpai.
Monica smiles sweetly. Monica, everybody else is watching. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related besides myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little bit too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna really seem lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our last chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though.
Huh? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with some of the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberating like this.
Huh, that's a good point.
In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Huh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it is like to be in the world through her eyes. Wow, I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. The fuck? Back up, Sayori! Sorry. They're standing in the way that they are standing in my way, man.
Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Ooh, the napping club. That sounds like a nice club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know?
Yeah, which is why I didn't want to join this club.
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud.
It's true, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here.
Huh?
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Yeah, let me fix you. Let me fix you up. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. It isn't straight either. And then there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Huh? Hey, you meanie. And you don't even have
your blazer buttoned up. Come over here. Let me button up your blazer. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Huh? That's super mean.
No, Sayori, your hair's messed up. You got a toothpaste stain. Your blouse isn't buttoned up. Get your life together, Sayori. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Yeah, come here. Come here, let me button you up. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, I really am buttoning her up. Yeah, come here. Come here, let me button you up. Let me. You don't know how to get dressed.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
Yeah? I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Ugh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. This senpai character seems kind of dominant. She needs to relax. What are you even smiling about?
It means my boobs are getting bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, You look much better now, so...
Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. I just fixed you up and you're gonna unbutton yourself?
Phew, that's so much better.
And you at least get the toothpaste off of you? Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like that's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me much better than anyone else would anyway?
Sayori.
So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine, it's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
No, you're not. You want me to wake you up, girl? You want me to crawl into bed? Give you a little tickle? Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Hey, everyone. Okay, everyone. Huh?
Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Senpai, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Alright. Time to get roasted by some girls on my poems. So, let's just get Yuri out the way.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Senpai.
Oh, you like it today, huh? Your skills are already improving. Is it centered more for you instead of Sayori? I was really hoping I was gonna be more Sayori. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through the feelings and write the things down as you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands over her poem. All right, let's see this poem. Let's see this poem, Yuri. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom? The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon incriminates its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Trash. What was that? A poem? About a raccoon? First ghosts, now raccoons? I'm glad I got the worst poem out the way. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that! No tendrils this time. It's more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault that I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Listen, senpai. This all makes sense. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my unusual hobbies. What, feeding raccoons? It's more the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Feeding raccoons? So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why are you feeding raccoons? Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. And people would make fun of me, as they should. Don't you have anything like that, senpai? No, I can't relate to you at all. I'm not into anything that people would make fun of me about or that I would hide, and I don't like you acting like anime is similar to feeding raccoons. Well, it was like a weird horror story. I mean, I guess it had a knife in it. And it was weird for sure. Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, let's go Natsuki, because she's gonna hate it since Yuri liked it. Alright, Natsuki, let's go. I want to read your poem. It's gonna be nice. I liked your last one better. I knew it. I liked your last one better. Sorry, Natsuki. Really? Yeah, well, I can tell you were a little bit more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat? Wow, and this is why Monica is my girlfriend and y'all are just hating. Hating. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound too fancy and add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion, so I'm sure I figured that out already. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. All right, let's go. Amy likes spiders. I love this poem already. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, My heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I think Amy is another name for Yuri. How do I go to the next? Come on, go. Not bad, right? Who's Amy? Who's Amy? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. It's much longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Oh yeah, I got the message loud and clear. I doubt I have to explain it. Oh no, you don't. You hate Yuri. Got it. Something you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Yeah, I get it. You hate Yuri, and you don't think anyone should like Yuri. Got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Yeah, they definitely put more effort into these ones. I can feel it. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Tell me how you really feel, Natsuki. Like, everyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk. I don't disagree with her. It's very clear what her poem is about. Very, very clear. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Weird hobby, like cutting bread for raccoons. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what somebody likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Wait, what? So you don't have a problem with the fact that Amy likes spiders? What? Your opinion of your poem confuses me. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Wow. I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, but so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Itsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless it's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think it's not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna go Monica. Let's go girlfriend. Hey Monica. I was gonna save you for last, but I missed you so bad I had to come to you now. Hi again, Senpai. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Yep, sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Ah, something Sayori would like. So my poem is more centered to Sayori. Okay, Monica helps me know when I have a poem more centered to someone else. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Monica's so sweet. She always has something good to say about every single one of my poems. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Experiment, you say, Monica. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I really do, Monica, I do. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Alright! Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, like the colors of a screen. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent? What are you, in math class? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Alright, this seems like a cry for help. Should I save something? Save? Let me go ahead and save the game real quick. Just in case. Just gonna save it since it asked me to save. Should I should I load where I saved? I don't know. I was like, save me, load. Hey, Monica, that was a beautiful poem, girl. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Okay. I'm sorry if you don't like it. It's not that I don't like it, Monica. It's not that. It's not that at all. No, I never said that. Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of a thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, it's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking people what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Yeah, what's your writing tip of the day? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game? Wait, should I have been saving every time I had to make a decision? Oh my god! When I was making decisions like who to vote for, Natsuki or Yuri, I should have saved at that point because I might need to load back to it. Oh my god, I was not saving. Oh my, Monica, why didn't you tell me that before? I didn't even know I could save like that. Oh my god. Monica, a little late. I didn't even think about that. That's so smart, and there were so many save slots. What happens when I click history? Oh, it shows me everything that got said. Okay, history goes over everything said. Save, load main menu settings, help, quit. What does help do? You never know when you might change your mind. Yeah, now. Or when something unexpected may happen. Yeah. Wait, is this tip even about writing? No, we're talking about video games now, Monica. What am I even talking about? Huh? Monica? Monica, are you okay? That's my advice for today. I mean, it's good advice. The last advice was good too, but... Are you okay, darling? Thanks for listening. That is the creepiest thing so far. Sayori, my buddy! A little cryptic. Yeah, very.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Senpai.
Eh?
I love it.
Especially after seeing yesterday's poem. Especially after? Roast me, why don't you? Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you even sure you don't like it just because... Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a little bit better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem.
It's a senpai poem.
Aww. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Alright, Soraya, I mean, I know I'm an amazing poet, but like, come on. You're so weird, Sayori.
Huh?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if a poem is good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Oh, I read that like her. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. She's the stocky one. Night. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Honestly, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. A lot of your stuff is sad, Sayori.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever. Anyway,
let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, I sometimes like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. Is there a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad?
I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And that makes a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Senpai. I should go write that down then. Can you read my poem now, okay?
Alright, let's go. Last poem. Bottles. Popping bottles in the eyes. Getting slushered. No. Bottles. I pop my... Wait, what? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put it in the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me think of lots of friends. Each bottle, a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them down from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be there for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This is sad, but honestly, it's my favorite one. What was Yuri's? It was about a raccoon. Then Natsuki's was throwing shade at Yuri. Then Monika's was the load me, save me, that was cryptic. Yeah, I think Sayori had the best poem. I like bottles the best. That was a good one. That was a good one, Sayori. Holy crap, right? Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Okay, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. History. Oh, skip is a feature at some point? What is auto? Save, load settings. I'm not gonna click auto because I don't know what it is, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need that much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us that what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is that we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite their poems too. Sayori's putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's just no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like this. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in front of a room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think that we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun! That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting poems, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine.
I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expectant faces.
Sigh.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of other people.
No way! Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica, as they should. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances over at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as she's been bewildered by even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest as she rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels more like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Senpai liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Huh?
I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I have been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Then the next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Senpai. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway.
Might as well let Senpai lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Lower standards? Natsuki, my poem is going to blow you out the water, okay?
Natsuki!
It's fine, it's fine. She's a hater. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up, step in front of them, in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I call this poem Senpai's Love. Senpai reaches into the sky. She wonders why, that she could ever deny such beauty in your eye. Whether it's purple, green, blue, or pink, being in this club makes me think. My heart, it's on the brink. The passion, the love that I have, I want to share. If only I could find someone who cares. I look around, I wonder where. Will I find it here or there? Will I find it anywhere? As I look, I prepare. As I wonder, I do share my poem with those who care. That's my poem, guys. I recited it. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. No, I did amazing. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyway, as I should receive an applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Wait, what? I have high confidence, I'll have you know, Monica. That's something that will prove over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. She's still a little unenthused, but her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds, except for me, because she's a hater. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't too bad, was it? It was mediocre, but I'm a nice senpai. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. What? Girl, you have to do it again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Why would that be? I can put whatever face I want on for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. And maybe make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time of what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should have probably found some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Oh, does it? Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and I'm impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep!
Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Senpai. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I'd like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles through her words.
Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Alright, well, let me save. Always gotta save at a decision. I would walk home with you, silly. Yuri's weird. Sayori, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Senpai. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen?
Huh?
This conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away, so who knows what happened in that time. Sayori seems to be depressed, so grief? Yep. Let's see, what else? What else is depressing? Incapable? Oh, no, that gave me Yuri. Okay, let's see. Incapable. question. Ah, darn. Socks? Ah. Depression. Ah, haha. Dark. Aha. Hurt. Aha. Rain cloud. Yep. Sadness. Yes. Tragedy. No, wait. Tragedy could be Yuri. Tragedy. Yep, it gave me her. Let's see. I'm gonna go with defeat. Childhood. Oop. Memories. Like, I think she might like promise. Yep. Pain. Clumsy. Anxiety. Shame. Clouds. Ah, that was for Natsuki. Okay, this might go into another part. I might just save here. At her saying, "Aw, man." Yeah, I think I'm gonna save here. And I'll get her the next time. Because if I can't get Monica, I'll lean towards Sayori. Because, like, Sayori's an option. I go for Sayori, I guess. Sayori's real cute. My end game, I think I want to be either Sayori or Monica. Right now, I'm kind of aiming for Sayori. Because, like, she's easier to aim for. But one of those two for sure. Those are what I'm going for. Sayori and Monica. Those are gonna be my go-to girls. Sayori's precious. Sayori's like, she's waking up late. She loves food. She wants me to walk her home and to school. I get it, Sayori. You want to be wifed up. I get it, girl. No worries. You shall be my wife soon.